Hey y'all, welcome to another Artsy studio vlog. I'm getting the hang of it. First of all, I started a rug yesterday, just like really quickly. I drew up this okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I took a skull, the skull that I had for merch, and then I changed it a bit and I changed up like the flowers that were around it. And I started it yesterday and then I finished it today and now I've got glue on it, which is ridiculously great progress. Really happy with that. Weird thing that has happened. I don't know. I guess I'm sharing this with you to see if you have ever had this happen to you and if I'm just being like crazy. Anyway, I ordered some yarn off of Amazon because I needed it quickly and our car was doing a weird thing, so I didn't want to go very far. So I just ordered it online, and it is the Red Heart Super Saver. So I got like, 3-pack on Amazon. It's in black. And as I was rolling it, so it's funny because down here, these two, so it was a 3-pack, right? These two are one of, these, but I rolled them into cakes. And as I was rolling them, the room started to smell like poopies. And I thought possibly that there was like an animal out in the yard taking a dump. But then I realized it was the yarn. I put my nose straight up to it and they smell bad. They smell really bad. So I don't know. I don't know if this is like a dye kind of smell, some kind of weird chemical smell that I'm smelling, but I went around sniffing my other yarns, my other black yarn, which is also Super Saver from Michaels though. So nothing smells quite like this. Nothing actually smells. None of the yarn that I have smells. This, however, stanky. And nothing came out of it as I was rolling it. It seemed fine. I have sanitized my hands multiple times. And it was obviously like sealed and packaged in a thing. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to be, here. I'm just wondering, honestly, if this is like a chemical smell for dye. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a normal thing. It's just, I don't know. I wish you could sniff this because it smells like animal poop. I am going to try to return it because I obviously technically I haven't used them and I just rolled them into cakes. I have a feeling that it's not going to work out. They're going to look at this and be like, what? I have a whole nother black one that I didn't roll. Hold on. I have a whole nother 3-pack, and I'm just gonna open it. I'm obviously, like, I'm not gonna do anything else. I just wanna sniff it. Just wanna sniff it. Dude, what? It must be a dye thing, right? So, I don't know. Either way, I don't really want somebody's rug to stank up their room, so I can't use this. Whether it's actual poop smell or whether it's just some normal dye chemical smell, I can't use it. That's how this is starting, but we're riding high on the progress of one rug being done. I'm pretty excited about this too because I'll probably have to tell you another time, actually, because explaining something that you can't like visually see and understand as I'm telling you is like pointless, and so I'm just gonna wait. But the carving is gonna be really special on this one. Also, my remember I said future Heather has her stuff together and knows the solution for the mistake that I made. Hello, camera. The mistake I made up here. And my solution is a big X on it. And that's it. That's my solution so far. Although Ricky did come down the other day and he suggested this entire area here, I could do a Furby. I thought that was pretty weird. I mean, you know, you kept saying Furbies are freaky, Furbies are creepy, because I was like, well, we're doing spooky rugs right now, spooky drop. I guess. Let me know if you want to see a Furby up there. Might be kind of hard, but I could try. Yeah, so I kind of have to figure out something to put up there. So that's my solution, is a big X and possible Furby. Hey, y'all. That was pitiful. It's time to cut this down. Boing, 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 boing. Da, 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 da. You guys haven't seen like anything about this because I started it and finished it completely off camera in like a day or two. So here it is. Look how cool this is. It's amazing. I remember saying that the cool part about this rug is going to be the carving. So the flowers, these purple blobs, are flowers. And what I wanted to try to do was, and this isn't, you know, like my sort of like original idea. I've seen other people do this where they kind of tuft one color and then they use the carving tool to sort of give it more detail. So I want to see if I can carve these flowers into, and like do the carving line so that it looks like petals. I just feel like that could look really, really cool. But yeah, the skull and these flowers all around it. It looks so good. The teeth are going to be hard to carve. I'm going to be honest with you there. That's going to be kind of difficult. But the colors of this are just like, I love it so much. So what I am going to do right away is glue down the edges of this rug because I don't want the raw edges to like get stuck to each other in a weird way. Alright, y'all. It is glued. Obviously, still need to back it and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not doing that today. Because I want to continue doing some tufting. I feel like we can use that rug for, not use it, but like work on it when I'm like, I need a break from the tufting. What should I do with pieces of tufting fabric like this that like obviously will not fit on a frame again? I mean, I guess if I like continue in punch needling, like I have so many of these and it's, at this point it's just like taking up room and I feel like I need to get rid of them because I'm not using them. I feel like a crafter's curse is like hanging on to scraps of things, being like, oh, I'm gonna use this, and then never using it, and then years pass or what months, whatever, and then your studio is filled with just scraps. You just have scraps of things. It's like, why did I keep this? Because I might have used it, but I never used it, but I might. Look at this. I actually bought ahead of time some bulk tufting fabric. It's a lot. Oh god, and the lines go this way. I unfolded it like a freaking idiot. I saw this TikTok talking about like ways to like make posts and make multiple posts about one piece of art. So that's just kind of like easier to like make posts and videos and things, and because I have such a hard time with that. I'm not good at social media. I'm really not. And it sucks because that's my job. I'll link the TikTok down below if you're interested because I think it was really helpful for me to like kind of break it down this way. So anyway, if you're interested, it like kind of broke down how you could stretch. I say stretch, but like turn the process of one piece of art into like 4 or 5 different posts. So the reason I was telling you that was because I need to find a tripod and set up my phone to film everything. I feel like that's what I have to do, is film the process video of everything, and then I can cut it into different kinds of videos. You know what I'm saying? All right, I've also made volume. Yes. I have made a decision. I'm gonna start being professional. No, I'm not. But I am going to start filming my TikToks and stuff with my I have 2 cameras, okay? And I'm gonna make use of both of them. Wow, what a revolutionary idea, right? In the last in the last studio vlog, I showed you guys my mistake, or you watched me do it actually. And quite a few of you commented about like possibly a paint pen or some kind of like whiteout situation. And there were a few of you that also suggested gesso. So that's what I went with. And, you know, it doesn't look perfect, but it is dulled quite a bit, you know, compared to like, you know, how it looked before. And I think it should be fine to draw. I mean, draw over should be totally fine. It's a little like crusty feeling, but I'm gonna try. Like I didn't paint so much on that it like covered the weave or whatever of, you know, like the holes that I need to have in the fabric to be able to like tuft. And so I was thinking of doing a bat wall hanging, not a rug, because this is a very small space. But what if it's almost bat shaped, right? So if I do a bat right up there. I also saw some of you suggesting rubbing alcohol, which I actually think when I read those comments, I think I saw some tufter trying that and it worked. I didn't see those comments until after I'd already done this, but there will inevitably be more rugs and things that have words, and I will inevitably draw them the wrong way. So next time we will try rubbing alcohol and see which one kind of turns out better. Although I will say, halfway through drawing the skeleton in the coffin, I switched to drawing my designs on with a paint pen instead of a Sharpie. So I don't know if that's gonna work out with rubbing alcohol as much as possibly gesso or going over it with like more paint pen kind of situation. I think what we're gonna do now is get started on the skelly. Oh, this is gonna be a great rug, y'all. This is gonna be a really solid rug. All right, the skeleton. Well, I mean the skeleton part of the skeleton is tufted, and I'm rolling some yarn for like the whole outer like coffin part, and I ran into the bane of my existence when rolling yarn. When they just tie it off as if that's okay. So like in a roll of yarn, like an entire thing of it, sometimes there are these. I mean, I just cut it, so it was all connected, but this is a little knot where 2 ends were tied together, and they like to pretend that that's okay. It's not. Then I have to stop wherever I am on my roll and start over. All right, back to rolling. You're seeing nothing. I'm pretty happy with how the skeleton another one. Okay, do you understand yet? Maybe at first you were like, oh, Heather, shut up. Let's not run into that again, buddy, pal, friend. What was I saying? I'm happy with how the skeleton is turning out. I do think that the carving of the like fingies and the toes, because they're so freaking tiny and there's like barely any space in between each fingy and toe, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be kind of scary to carve if I just go insanely fast. Speed up the process, you know? I felt something. No fucking way. I usually get like maybe one of these knots in a roll, but I've had 3 in this one. 3. Hey y'all, yep, the volume's on. Hey y'all, it's the next day. Look who we've got here. He's a very washed out skeleton. But it's looking pretty good. I'm adding all the black to... I was basically doing like all the little crevices first because they're the unfun parts. And then that way we can go in and fill it in with some lines. But I wanted to share something that I have discovered with kind of my tufting technique. So I've noticed that other tufters, their projects, like when they tuft like straight lines or even just whatever, they have more space in between their lines than I do. And I've tried to like do that. Like maybe I just need less lines. Like I don't need each like line to touch the last one. And I was just so like confused why there was like so much space between their lines. And whenever I tried it, I felt like there wasn't enough. It wasn't full enough. So when I go to the other side of the rug to see like how full it felt, it felt like I needed to fill it in more. So it's like, how are people doing that? Because I know that I can see that they're only using 2 strands of yarn, just like I am. Because I was like, oh, maybe they're using like 3 or something, but they're not. But I discovered that I'm like the speed that I'm going also kind of has to do with how many stitches go in. So if I'm moving the gun, obviously the gun kind of like does what it wants as well. But if I'm, moving quickly with it, it's going to do less stitches. But if I go a little slower and like, kind of control it and keep it going at a slower pace, it has more time to add more stitches. So I think that's the thing. And I kind of wanted to share that with you just because I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that I was like going so quickly. So if you turn your machine on, then it will go. So I feel like you can also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see the stitches themselves. Oh, you kind of can if I turn the brightness up super high. So you can tell that the stitches are like really close together, which means there's more of them in this area. So now I can, do more space in between. Kind of like this, rather than like it being just all on top of each other. I mean, maybe this is still too big. I would have to go to the other side and... No, it literally feels good on the other side. No, it feels totally full on the other side. I think that was my problem, was that I was just like going too quickly so there weren't that many stitches. What a fantastic discovery. Alright, I want to feel how this whole section is in the back. Wow, that was literally my problem. Or rather, that was just the solution. I guess I'm going to fill it in, the rest of the black. Really quick, these things are the heads of like the carpet carvers that usually you get one with a carpet carver, like an extra one. If you take that extra one and you need to like rip out stitches, these are perfect. They do it beautifully. It's like a dream. Whereas before, ripping out stitches was kind of the worst thing ever. It's still not great, you know, because like you're doing it because you messed up. But these make it not too bad. Like just the head, I just kind of... It takes like the entire thing out so easily. I saw another tufter talking about this, and so I've started doing it as well. And it is everything you could possibly dream of as far as taking out tufting stitches. What? Hey guys. The skeleton is done, besides the outline, but I think, listen, I think it's fine. As far as the reason I wanted to get all the black done at least is for the post that I was working on filming. But yeah, he looks great, especially from the other side. It looks really good. I'll take a clip of my phone, and here is that clip. It looks really good. I can't wait to get the white outline on it because I think that's gonna like just really marry it all together kind of thing. So I'm excited about this rug. I can't wait to see what it looks like all like completely finished. I think I am gonna end the studio vlog here because I honestly can't really remember what you've seen and what's in this one. Also, I think I said this last week and it didn't happen, but I think somebody's coming to put in the slider door tomorrow. And I would like to edit this studio vlog tomorrow, and I'll edit my post. It'll be an editing day because I don't really want to hang out in here while they're doing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this studio vlog. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel. All of these things help me out. Leave a comment down below. How are you doing? What are you up to? What are you working on? What are you making right now? You can follow me literally everywhere. It is, we're going to go over here, at Artsymadwoman, besides Tumblr and Twitch, which is the Artsymadwoman. But I do have like a singular link down below now that includes all of my links. It's kind of like a link tree to all of the links. So that way you don't have to like scroll through all the links anymore. It'll just be one link to all the links. I do also have an Amazon storefront like everybody else. I'm so sorry if that is super annoying, but if you are curious about like what exactly I'm using, a lot of the stuff is from Amazon and is linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you're curious, it may be over there. And it also helps me out when you get stuff from that. So if you're interested in that too, I appreciate you like a lot. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm malfunctioning. I love you guys to absolute death, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.